The 1960s and 1970s marked what is arguably the golden age of American auto manufacturing, with a myriad of US-based brands releasing many things that were then deemed very stylish, masculine, and high performance. We are of course talking about fairy tale muscle cars. Although roughly half a century has passed since this iconic machine left the factory, these Americana pieces are still highly respected and sought after by automotive enthusiasts and collectors alike. Let's take a look at top 10 best American muscle cars. Number 10, 1968 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. Carroll Shelby's first two Mustang years were what many Mustang purists wanted the most. The 1965 and 1966 GT350s were light, simple styling, and perfect for track work. But then the 1967 and 1968 cars offered even more fun under the hood and were the engine of choice if you wanted to win drag races. The 67 to 68 GT500 Shelbys comes with a huge 355 HP 428 cubic inch under the hood. Car testers of the day saw a quarter-mile slip in a mid to low 14-second time frame for the day. The Shelby Mustang received a lot more scoops and outrageous styling than the older cars to match its newfound power and torque. And a faster KR, King of the Road, high-performance model was also available in 1968. Number 9, Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye. The name Hellcat conjures images of tire smoke and drag racing, and this all-powerful version of the Dodge Challenger muscle car lives up to those expectations. The standard supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine, available at 717 horsepower, or an insane 797 horsepower in the Redeye model, is the whole reason for the Hellcat's existence. Both automatic and manual transmission is available. Use stick shift for more driver engagement, and automatic if you want the Hellcat as fast as possible. The Challenger remains loved among amateur car enthusiasts and for life. The most valuable models were those produced between 1970 and 1964, with some selling for more than 6 figures. Not so bad for a company that started as a bicycle manufacturer. Number 8, 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. 1969. The Dodge Daytona and its brother, the 1970 Plymouth Superbird, are the most radical vehicles to emerge from the muscle car wars. But Daytona, as the name suggests, wasn't designed for road racing. It was built to win NASCAR races on super speedways, the longest and fastest tracks. To increase the top speed, the engineers took the Charger to the wind tunnel. Aerodynamic modifications to the massive Dodge include a nearly 2-foot-high rear wing, flat rear windows, and a longer, angled nose cone. The results were impressive. Number 7, 1965 Pontiac Catalina 2+2. Billed as the big brother of the legendary GTO, the Pontiac Catalina 2+2 is a big, performance-driven vehicle. For 1965, it came with 3 different engine specs, the highest being the HO version with triple power, upgraded exhaust components, and a high mount, all helping the top variant produce a cool 376 HP. Number 6, 1970 Oldsmobile 442. One of the greatest engines ever offered from a golden era American muscle car, this 455 CI version was introduced in 1970, 1 year before the manufacturer lowered compression, making the 1970s uniquely powerful. Offered as drop top or hard top and part of the acclaimed 442 range, with the 442 denoting a 4-barrel carbo, 4-speed gearbox, and dual exhaust arrangement. Models equipped with this version pack upgrades such as an F-cylinder head and aluminum intakes. We're halfway through our list now, so just a reminder to like this video if you're enjoying it. And remember to subscribe to get the latest videos straight to your inbox. But now, on with the top 10 best American muscle cars. Number 5, 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. There is no shortage of truly iconic 1960s and 1970s Mustang variants, although only a few, if any, are special or elite, like the mighty Boss 429. These Ford-made rockets on wheels boast an aluminum intake manifold, as well as a 4-barrel carburetor and a 4-speed manual transmission. And while more powerful than the much lower base model, with an output of 375 HP, the Boss 429 also features a unique bodywork that's slimmer and more aggressive. Offered only in 1969 and 1970, a total of only 1,359 examples were ever produced. Number 4. 1970 Chevy Chevelle LS6. It is attractive and stylish. Its aggressive demeanor sends fear to the hearts of even its toughest competitors. It gets its deserved place among CNN's top 10 muscle cars. Generally a medium-sized car with a large and powerful box engine, usually, though not universally, a V8 engine, and a special trim intended for maximum acceleration on the road or in drag racing competitions. This is the definition of this defensive muscle car for the Chevrolet Chevelle. The LS6's conservative estimate of power puts it at 450 HP and 500 pound-per-foot of torque. Number 3. 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge. Pontiac had seen muscle in the early 1960s. In fact, the 1964 Pontiac GTO is widely considered to be the first of this breed. But in 1968, the car had a lot of competition. The thought in the Pontiac was to make a cheaper version of the GTO with a smaller 350 cubic inch engine that the ET, elapsed time, calls drag racing. Pontiac boss John DeLorean didn't like the idea. For him, no GTO could have such a small engine. Instead, the team built a car one step ahead of the regular GTO. The Judge featured the standard 360 horsepower Ram Air 3 engine, but buyers could also opt for the more hardcore 370 horsepower Ram Air 4. The rarest of all is the GTO Judge Ram Air 4 convertible cars. Only 5 of them were made in 1969. Number 2. 1969 COPO Camaro. The Chevrolet COPO Camaro is designed for fleet sales. It is intended to define heavy-duty suspensions for police cars and stain-resistant interiors for taxis. But enterprising dealers with the right connections, such as Yenko Chevrolet in Pennsylvania, know that Camaros can be ordered this way too. And with the right order codes, dealers can pinpoint the fire-breathing monster Camaro that Chevy doesn't really want you to have. The 9561 production sequence specifies the 427 big block V8 with 425 HP, like the Corvette. But the even rarer COPO 9560 asks for the aluminum ZL 1427 V8. Although this engine is rated at just 5 HP more, it is widely known that this race-spec engine makes over 550 HP. Only 69 ZL1 Camaros were built, and the cars are priced in the $400,000 range at auctions. The aluminum ZL1 427 V8 in the 9560 COPO Camaro is actually for a race engine. Chevy originally developed this 427 motor for the Chaparral racing team to compete in the Can-Am series. Number 1. 1987 Buick GNX. Long after the massive blocks of V8-powered muscle cars of the 1960s and 1970s were gone, Buick brought some of that magic back in the 1980s. The Buick GNX, based on the Grand National, which is a hot rod version of the Regal Coupe, is equipped with a powerful turbocharged V6. The GNX package brings the Grand National's horsepower from 245 to 276. Car and Driver tested it in 1987 and clocked a 0 to 60 mile/hour time in just 4.6 seconds, making it one of the fastest cars on the market. Buick only made 547 of these black beasts. Much is put into storage as an investment. If you have some other thoughts or would like to add anything, then feel free to comment below. We're always adding new videos to our channel, so be sure to subscribe for more top quality videos. If you're on your cell phone, hit the notification bell to stay up to date on our new releases. We'll see you next time.